Hey, what's up, guys? I am doing a quick run through Walmart to buy a bunch of crap for my Airbnb while I'm in Houston. Tonight, I was actually at the Willie D roast. He had an event called 30 Years of Controversy, where he basically, had a bunch of comedians come in, and they did a good job of roasting him. Mike Epps was there, and D.L. Hughley, and I saw Bun B, Slim Thug, Trader Truth, a lot of interesting rappers, and Houston legends, iconic individuals, respected figures, in the community. It was really dope, great event, Willie had. But anyway, I wanted to share a thought that I had earlier, and I wanted to put this on video. I just never got around to it. But people didn't understand. I saw a conversation between Vicky Dillard and Tamika Mallory. Tamika Mallory is a leader in the women's movement. She used to work with Al Sharpton. That's how I got to know her. I think she parted ways with Sharpton, which I think is good for her career. And anyway, Tamika did not quite agree with Vicky on why the Harriet Tubman movie was a problem. The Harriet Tubman movie was certainly, empowering. I think if you're a woman, you can get some empowerment from that, and I'm not mad at that at all. Like, I think that that movie is a movie that just reminds you, of how black women have always and can always kick ass in life and everything else. But here's the thing: you can have black women's empowerment without disempowering black men, disrespecting and undermining black men, or destroying the image of the black man, and playing a part in the portrayal of the black man as something other than what he truly is. This film had, among many characters, besides the feminine man and the lion ass dog and all these other things, you also had the image of the black bounty hunter, which was the most shocking and disturbing image because it wasn't true. It wasn't based on fact at all. There was no character, no human being that ever lived that actually played that role. They made that person up. So it's like when you create a black man, and when you create him, he is like a demon child, which was crazy, which is insane to me. But here's why that image is very dangerous. It's a very dangerous image because, one of the things that's fascinating to me is that you have a lot of people that believe that we have these so-called allies. These allies, the people that come to you to the Black Lives Matter rallies and tell you, like, oh, we care about the African American community and we want the black vote and we want black people to support the Democrats because we believe they're going to help us out and do this for us and do that for us. The problem and the inherent contradiction that these people have to be aware of is that on one hand, you're saying that you want to protect black men from persecution. You want to protect them from mass incarceration. You want to protect them from being shot by the police and all these other things. But simultaneously, you support an image of the black man as a villain, as a person that is filled with toxic masculinity, as some sort of rodent that needs to be exterminated, as an animal that needs to be controlled. You see, the character in the Harriet Tubman movie, the black bounty hunter, was a real vicious, mean, nasty, gangster type guy, and he took the lead in the persecution of Harriet Tubman. There was no character I can think of in that movie who had more direct physical assaults toward the women in that film than the black guy. When Janelle Monáe's character got killed, she was killed by the black man. The white guy stood there. The white guy, if I recall, I don't remember seeing him throw a single punch. The black man punched the shit out of her and stomped her head and crushed her skull. That was very shocking. It was uncalled for. They could have made their point without that disturbing imagery, and you couldn't help but feel that there was an agenda that came along with that. And so the reason these images are very dangerous is because if you recall during World War II, when can you come speak at Boston University before I graduate? I'll do my best. They got to invite me though. But don't hold your breath, bro, because I tell you, white universities don't typically like black men like me around. This is, and it's because of movies like that. Like they believe that masculine black men are kind of bad people, or black men who are not politically correct, that you're bad people, that you deserve to be dismissed, that you don't deserve to be heard. So they don't want to hear from people like me. They want to hear from black men who pretty much commit themselves and submit themselves to white supremacist thinking. So if you align yourself with the way white folks think, then of course white folks are going to invite you in to speak. But when you are independent and strong and speaking a truth that many millions of black people may appreciate, they'll ignore you. And so it goes back to when Byron Allen was talking on the Breakfast Club about the 4 Ds. And I think he said the things they do to you before they destroy you is, they dismiss you, they demonize you. There were some other things he mentioned. I got to go look it up. But there's a lot of words with the letter D that start with the letter D that you could use. Disrespect, distrust, destroy, demonize, all these other things that they do to you. And what that does is that prepares the world to exterminate you. You see, so the point is, and this is the only point I want to make on this, and then I'm going to go because I'm losing my train of thought. I'm trying to walk through Walmart to find some stuff, but I can't find anything because I'm trying to focus here. But the point of the matter is that these images in these films are very dangerous because you can't tell me that you want to help black men become safe from being shot by the cops when you're portraying the black men as the very individuals that need to be shot by the cops. Like, you can't tell me that you're trying to help me solve the problem of mass incarceration when you're explaining to the world why black men need to be locked up. You're presenting black men in a way that the Jews were presented by Hitler when he wanted a license to kill. He wanted a license to kill them because he used media to portray them in a way that was not consistent with reality. When Black Wall Street was burned down and all those black men were shot, all those black families were robbed and destroyed and kicked out of town and terrorized, the way they justified the attacks on these people was basically using media to portray them in a way that was not consistent with the truth. So when you allow Hollywood to consistently portray the black man in a way that is not connected to reality, then what you're doing is you're telling the world, look at these people, they need to die, they need to be eliminated. A masculine black man is a terrorist, get rid of him, right? And so ultimately these roles are very dangerous, and I think that we have to think about that when we process what we want to see on film. So that's a big part of the reason I don't support the movie. I went through a deeper analysis the other day, but I had to lay that final point out there for anybody that was still kind of curious or trying to sort of formulate your own thoughts on this. I thought I laid it out there for your consideration. All right, guys, so I'm about to bounce. Ice cream run. You ain't fooling nobody. Shit, I will do an ice cream run. Not now, though. This ain't an ice cream run, but ain't no shame in my ice cream game, son. None whatsoever. All right, guys, so I'm out of here. If you live in the Chicagoland area, we're doing our Spades tournament Saturday. So you can go to drboycechicago.com if you want to go check it out. And also, I'm doing a seminar on the 26th, a digital online seminar with attorney Nicole Compton on how to form the perfect estate plan. Meaning, like, if something were to happen to you and you were gone, how do you make sure everybody in your family is good? How do you make sure your estate is laid out properly? How do you make sure that you ain't giving away a bunch of your wealth when you die? If you want to go check it out, go to drboyceseminars.com. That's drboyceseminars.com. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Hit the thumbs up button. Please hit the thumbs up button. I'll talk to you guys soon. Be good. Peace.